Sampling drums is the #1 improvement that your drums will make. This is what makes drums on so many of Kanye's songs sound so good. This is why drums on Power are so great, and this is what will make your drums sound great as well. So let's take a look at how Kanye approaches sampling his drums on Power, so I can show you how actually easy it is. First, what we've got here is a sample that Kanye used for Power. It's already chopped up and pitched up. So next, Kanye samples this record called It's Your Thing by Cold Grits. You can probably already recognize it. So what he actually does is just creates a 2-bar loop. So let's just take the first 2 bars of the sample and let's just place it here. So it sounds close, but it's not exactly close. What Kanye does is he just takes this part right here and chops it up. Let's recolor it. And then he also chops out this part. Now he rearranges the drums in a way like this. And if we just place them all through and listen to this. Now this actually sounds like Power, and that's pretty much it. Like, the last thing Kanye does is just takes a additional kick that sounds like this to thicken up the kick, and he just places it on 2 of the first kicks. Let's duplicate it. Let's add a little bit of Diablo to just thicken our drums up, and this is the entirety of Power. So Kanye does so little, it's so simple, yet it's so effective. Actually, I lied, because Kanye also chops out this little part right here and places it right at the end of the loop right here. So it just nicely ends the 8-bar loop. So this is how it sounds with it at the end. And this is everything Kanye does. So let's actually try to do that ourselves. So what I have here is this 8-bar loop sample already chopped up. And I'll be using this drum break to create my drums. So if you struggle with finding drum breaks, I already went through and find hundreds of drum breaks sampled from actual records that you can use for yourself. So if you're interested in that, go check out Sample Academy to get them. So what I'm actually interested here in this drum break is this first part right here. So let me just try to warp it. So I'm gonna just start out with the kick, set it as 1-1-1, and let's try to count it out. So 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay, I'm gonna just take this. And we have this nice 1-bar loop right here. So let me actually loop this. Let me take it and let me just place it right here. So let me play it all through. Okay, so this is a nice start. However, I'd like to create a 2-bar loop similar to what Kanye did. So I'm just gonna actually take out and chop out this snare and maybe just chop out this kick right here. And so what I'm gonna do is here, when there is a second snare in the second bar, this snare hits late because usually it would hit here on 4, but it just hits a little bit late. So what I'm gonna just do is I'm gonna just take this snare and drag it here so it actually hits on 4. So now we have 2 snares. Now we'll replace the last snare with the kick we chopped up, and let's try to listen to this. Already much better. So we could call it done here, but let's do the same as Kanye did, and let's beefen up the kick. So what I have here is an 808 that I just made a little shorter, and I just made it fade out at the end. Now let's use it to thicken up our kick. So basically what I'm gonna just do is create a new pattern here with it and literally just place it everywhere where the kick is. Okay, I like this, but now our loop is a little bit repetitive. So let's try to find a different part in our sample that we can place at the end. Okay, I think this sounds just perfect. So let's try to take it and warp it and place it right here at the end and see how it sounds. Okay, now since we don't have a kick, we're just gonna take this out. Okay, and that's pretty much it. Let's just add some cymatic Diablo to beefen up our drums. Let's add some EQ to just boost a little bit of the mid so the snare is thicker, some saturation and some compression with LA. And that's actually everything. So let's listen to it now. This technique is so simple, yet it's so effective that I'm surprised that not so many people use it. Now if I just add a little bit of bass and some strings, we have a finished song. If you're serious about learning how to make crazy sample beats, come join Sample Academy. You will get my personal help, tons of samples and drum kits, full learning resources, and an awesome sampling community. Click the first link in the description and I'll see you inside.